Imagine this. You wake up one morning, step outside, and the world is eerily quiet. Then, boom, a sound so deafening it shakes every window, every bone, every heartbeat. Within seconds, the news is everywhere. Every volcano on Earth has erupted at once. Sounds like a scene out of a doomsday movie, right? But what if this nightmare scenario actually happened? Could humanity survive, or would our planet become an inferno of fire and ash? Stay with me, because this is one of the most terrifying what-ifs ever imagined. Right now, there are about 350 active volcanoes around the world. Some quietly bubble, others sleep for centuries before exploding with unimaginable power. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, at least 20 erupt in a typical year. But imagine all of them, yes, every single one, erupting together in one horrifying chain reaction. First, the skies would darken almost instantly. Picture gigantic ash plumes rising tens of kilometers high, blotting out the sun. Day would turn to night, even in the middle of summer. Lightning storms would rip through the ash clouds, creating a hellish spectacle in the sky. Breathing would become difficult within hours, as fine volcanic ash filled the air like invisible poison. Now let's talk heat. Lava rivers would pour across continents, swallowing forests, cities, and everything in their path. Entire regions like the Pacific Ring of Fire, which stretches from South America through Japan, would be ground zero for fiery devastation. Islands could vanish. Coastlines would melt into the ocean. And the sound? Imagine thousands of Mount St. Helens erupting at once. It would be the loudest noise in human history. But ironically, while the ground burned, the atmosphere above would begin to freeze. NASA researchers have studied past eruptions, like Mount Pinatubo in 1991, which blasted so much ash into the stratosphere that global temperatures dropped by about 0.5 degrees Celsius for nearly 2 years. Now multiply that effect by every volcano on Earth. We'd be looking at a global volcanic winter, with temperatures plummeting by 10, maybe even 15 degrees Celsius. That means crops would fail worldwide. Food chains would collapse. Oceans, choked with ash and chemicals, would struggle to support marine life. Within weeks, humanity wouldn't just be facing fire, it would be facing famine. And here's where it gets darker. Supervolcanoes like Yellowstone in the U.S. or Toba in Indonesia could release gases like sulfur dioxide on a catastrophic scale. The atmosphere would turn toxic. Acid rain would fall. Some scientists believe it would be enough to push humanity to the brink of extinction. So how long could we survive? USGS estimates suggest that even one supervolcano eruption could alter the climate for decades. If all volcanoes erupted together, we're talking centuries of chaos. Civilization as we know it wouldn't just be damaged, it would collapse. The survivors would live in underground shelters, desperately trying to grow food under artificial lights, while the surface of Earth remained a wasteland. Could we prevent it? Honestly, no. Volcanoes are one of nature's rawest, most uncontrollable forces. Unlike asteroids, we can't deflect them. Unlike hurricanes, we can't track them to safety. The best we could do is prepare. Stockpiles of food, underground cities, and global cooperation on a scale we've never achieved before. But here's the twist. While this all-at-once eruption is basically impossible, smaller volcanic events are very real threats. Scientists at NASA and the USGS constantly monitor seismic activity, watching hotspots like Yellowstone, Iceland, and the Pacific Ring of Fire for signs of eruption. Why? Because even one massive volcanic blast could change life on Earth overnight. So the next time you see a quiet, snow-capped volcano on the horizon, remember, beneath its calm surface is enough power to change the world, and if, somehow, they all erupted together, well, humanity's clock might tick to its final seconds. Now I want to know, if you knew the world was ending in fire and ash tomorrow, how would you spend your last day?